Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Yes, I know I'm looking like a bad bitch today, and no, I have nowhere to go. So today we are going to talk about electrolysis. I did manage to get an appointment in and get some footage for you guys of me getting the process done. I know a lot of people are curious because electrolysis is the only FDA and American Medical Association approved, like recognized permanent hair removal solution. I don't know if that sentence was in the right order, but y'all get what I'm saying. I've chosen to get electrolysis obviously because it's the only permanent solution and it's actually not as expensive as you might think that it is. For a 30-minute session, I've seen an average of about $50. The amount of sessions that you have to do or the amount of treatments that you have to receive depend on your personal situation and really like the quantity of hair that you're trying to remove, because electrolysis does one hair at a time. Electrolysis essentially, hold on, let me give y'all the Google definition. Electrolysis is the removal of hair roots or small blemishes on the skin by the application of heat using an electric current. What they do is they take this probe, and this probe is like a little needle on it, and they stick it in the hair follicle, and then they zap the hair follicle with a bunch of little heat currents, and then they use tweezers to pull the hair out. Is it painful? A little bit. I have had treatments that weren't that bad, and I've had some that I was like in tears. So use your best judgment. Do not be afraid to tell your electrologist if it is too painful. They can turn down the heat setting. They can change the probe. They can change the needle. Give me the gold needle, please, every time. And you can also use numbing creams. So put that on about 30 minutes before your appointment. Go to your appointment. It should be a little bit more relaxed and more tolerable. Essentially, when they're zapping the hair follicle, they are destroying the growth center of the hair. Depending on what you want, what you're doing, you can decide if electrolysis is the right method for you. But again, it is the only permanent solution. So when you're looking for a place to go, I mean, you can kind of just Google it in your area. Use your best judgment when you find one. You know, is the place clean? Do the people seem friendly and nice? Is it, do they have like their certification or whatever visible for you to see that they are certified to be doing it? I originally started getting my treatments in North Carolina. But of course I moved. Once I left there and I got here, I had a very hard time finding a center to go to, because the lady that I left in North Carolina gave me a pamphlet, and I will put on the screen the name of the association, and there was only one in that book that was in Las Vegas, and she did not answer her phone. I don't know if she doesn't practice anymore, if she, had something happen where she had to stop working, or if her phone number changed and she didn't update her website. I don't know. But she was not answering her phone for me to make an appointment with her. So I was like, crap, she was the only one here. Where do I go? Like, I can't get it done anymore. So I don't know what clicked, but one day I was like, well, maybe she's not the only one here. She's just the only one accredited by that association. And so I just Googled Electrolysis Las Vegas, and boom, Electrolysis Center of Las Vegas popped up, and it was not far from where I was. I'm really bad about keeping up with my appointments, but I have pretty much gone there twice a month. The number of treatments and the amount of time that you need will vary. Treatments can last anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour, but you can choose. I find that 30 minutes is typically always around $50, at least where I have gone. And 30 minutes is all that I need for this area of my face. Now, do I get every single hair every single time? No. But 30 minutes to me is a good amount of time to be laying on somebody's table having a needle stuck in my neck. To me, 30 minutes is the best bang for my buck. It's a good amount of time to get a decent amount of this done and treated. I think $50 is reasonable to go every other week or so. It's about $100 a month. If you're going twice a month, $100 a month. It's not a crazy expense. I think it's a bearable, understandable, reasonable. There's the word. Reasonable amount. If you ask for it, they might put some numbing cream on you if you didn't have your own to put on yourself. Just to make it more comfortable, more bearable, depending on what your pain tolerance is. They're just going to jump right in. You're already paying for their time. In my experience, they literally get started like that. There's very little wait time. You lay down, they clean the area, put the light in your face, boom. You are in the middle of your treatment now. They will try to, talk to you while you're getting the treatment done, make you feel comfortable, tell stories, just kind of keep your mind off of it so you're not just sitting there thinking about somebody sticking a needle in your neck. But the pain is really not that bad. It's not anything like excruciating, especially if your electrologist is using the right type of needle, the right heat setting, and not overdoing it. After your treatment, you're going to want to leave it alone. Do not touch it. You have just had like a bunch of little tiny holes pricked into your skin at this point. You don't want to touch it. It's going to be very sensitive. They're probably going to put some type of calming lotion or aloe vera gel on the area to soothe it, cool it down, make it more comfortable. Don't touch it for like 24 hours. And by the next day, you should be good to do like your normal skincare routine, just not any harsh exfoliating or anything like that. As far as skin irritation goes, you might just have some redness and maybe a couple small bumps. Nothing major. You're not going to like be on fire. You're not going to have a rash. At least you shouldn't. If anything like that happens, go see a doctor. But yes, some redness and some slight irritation is normal. It will go down within a day or two. If you are in the Las Vegas area, I go to the Electrolysis Center of Las Vegas downtown. They are really nice, very quick, and it's a seamless transition. And depending on the amount of treatments that you need, you will see over time there'd be less and less hairs. All the hair is not going to be gone after the first treatment. They're going to remove it right then and there, but that doesn't mean that it's not going to grow back. They have to catch it at the right time. So like right when your hair is in the peak of its growth cycle, that's when they want to zap the follicle. So if they don't catch it at the right time, that hair is probably going to grow back. But over time, you're going to see, okay, this hair grew back. There was a hair over here, and that one didn't grow back. Or now I have less hair in this area, even though this one's still growing back. So you kind of have to be very patient with it. Even though it is permanent, it's not permanent immediately. Hormonal hair growth is going to take longer to get rid of than hair that's just been there and you just wanted to get rid of it. So like I've seen, for example, in my sideburns, I do plan on getting rid of those. So I have gotten it treated a couple times, but most of the time I try to dedicate the full 30 minutes to down here to get as much of it as we can get, right? So I've seen in this area a lot of hair has not grown back, and that's because that's just me being naturally hairy. So once it was treated enough times, those hairs didn't grow back. But down here where my hair growth is hormonal, those hairs are a little bit more difficult and they don't want to go away quite as easily. But yeah, so I do feel like it definitely does work, but I haven't been 100% consistent enough to see a bigger result considering how long I've been getting this done. I've been getting treatments for over a year, but I've been so inconsistent with it that my results are also inconsistent. I will keep you guys updated on my treatments and how long it's taking me, if I'm seeing progress, if I'm not seeing progress and I feel like I'm wasting my money. I also kind of want to try one of those at home laser hair removal things and see how well they work. I know there's some reviews on some, but there's so many different ones that it's like, okay, if I try this, which one is the best one? Because they're expensive. But I do really want to try one because I think it'll help me stay on track with my treatments, my actual electrolysis treatments as well. If that's something that you guys would want to see, like a review on an at-home laser hair removal kit, comment below, like this video, let me know that you want to see it. It won't be immediate because obviously I have to purchase, well, I would have to research different products, figure out which one I want, purchase the product, and then use it for a couple of weeks before I give my opinion on it. But if that's something that you would want to see, comment down below. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. The more you like my videos, the better chance other people have of seeing them. So it really does help out my channel and I greatly appreciate it. But I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.